Assalamu alaikum class. My name is Dr. Zunaira Jameel and I will be taking your practicals of general pathology. Today I will brief you about the basics of general pathology. So, what are our learning objectives? We will be seeing the microscope and functioning of its various parts, the basics of staining, particularly hematoxylin and eosin stain, and about the gross and microscopic features of cells and tissues regarding diseases. In practicals, we will be using compound microscope. You have to memorize different parts of microscope and know about its functioning. First of all, there is body. A monocular microscope has one eyepiece, just as you can see in the diagram, and binocular microscope has two eyepieces. What is eyepiece? This is a plastic or metallic tube which contain a convex lens, and their magnification can be 5 times, 10 times and 15 times. Then there comes tube bending lever, a lever for setting the interpupillary distance. Body tube is used for, like, the external tube has at its lower end a revolving nose piece, and at its lower end it has objective lenses. Then there comes the focusing knobs. We have two knobs, one for coarse adjustment, the big one, and the small one is for fine adjustments. And there come the focusing objective lenses. They are of low power lens, high power lens and oil American lens. This is the diagram which you have to draw in your practical notebooks and label it accordingly. Here you can see there is a stage, and stage is basically to hold a slide, and there are the clips to adjust the slide which are on the stage, and there is a diaphragm to adjust the amount of light and the base. This is the functioning of different parts. Here you can see objective lenses. Basically we can use the power of 10x, 40x and 100x. Mostly we use 40x lens, and in hematology slides we use 100x lens, oil American lens, and this is an important viva question too. Moving towards the staining, the biological tissues has little contrast in either the light or electron microscope, so we use to stain them. Basically we use hematoxylin and eosin stains. They are the most commonly used stains in histology. You can see that this is often the gold standard. Hematoxylin basically stains the nuclei blue because it has the affinity for acidic part, that is nucleus, and it gives purplish appearance. And the eosin stains the extracellular matrix and the cytoplasm pink, that is the basic part. This is a principle of hematoxylin and eosin staining. The acidic component of the cell has the affinity to basic dyes, and the basic component of the cell has the affinity to acidic dyes. Just as I mentioned, hematoxylin stains the acidic part of the cell, that is nucleus, giving purplish appearance, and eosin stains the basic part of the cell, that is cytoplasm. Here you can see the purplish stains are basically the neutrophils. This is the slide of acute appendicitis, and all the pinkish part is the cytoplasm, which is basic part and stained with eosin. In contrast to H&E, which is used as general stains, there are many techniques that use specific stains. For example, Persian blue stain, we use it to demonstrate the iron deposition in different diseases like hemochromatosis. You will be seeing all the staining in microbiology practicals. In general pathology, we are using only two stains, that is hematoxylin and eosin stain. Now, moving towards the general pathology practical principles, you should know what are the gross features and what are the microscopic features. Gross means which you can see with the naked eye. In gross, you have to see the specimen, its shape, its appearance, what is the color, its surface, is it rough or smooth, or any secondary changes, and approximately size. This is the gross specimen of appendix. Here you can see that what is its color, its appearance, like this is a tubular structure, approximately size, and what are the secondary changes, if there is any redness, hyperemia or mesoappendix attached or not, and about its lumen, if its lumen is obstructed or not. You will be seeing all this in detail when we will be moving toward the practical specifically. But so gross means what you can see with the naked eye, and these are the points which you have to memorize, so you can start with these points whenever you see any specimen. Now, what is the microscopic examination? Basically, histopath is the branch of histology which includes the microscopic identification and study of diseased tissue. Histology is the microscopic counterpart to gross anatomy, which looks at larger structure which are visible to the naked eye, just as I mentioned. This is an important part of anatomical pathology and surgical pathology, as accurate diagnosis of cancer and different diseases often required histopath examination of tissue samples. And different diseases and carcinomas has specific patterns. For example, if you talk about the squamous cell carcinoma, in slides it appears just as keratin pearls, which is a specific feature for squamous cell carcinoma and intercellular bridges. So, as I mentioned earlier, the purplish part is the neutrophils and all other is the cytoplasmic part, which is stained by eosin. Now, this is your practical notebook which you have to buy and draw the microscope. This is the first practical, and your attendance will be marked accordingly. Thank you so much.